Hi, folks. I'm Tom Konvicka here in the Weather Center again for your Tuesday evening. We're going to talk a little weather information, then I'll let you go. 98 and 76 at the Alexandria Tower Cam there on Texas Street gives you heat index. I estimate that it's not too far from probably about 108 looking at that. So it's awfully hot out there. I'm glad I did my yard work yesterday when it was cooler, quote unquote. We see a few cumulus clouds there. I think we actually had one little stray shower in the downtown part of Alexandria. Well, actually, south of MacArthur and in that direction. But again, it was awfully small, and some folks, notably Nick Miculus, had a trace of rainfall out of that. Let's go to another destination, 97 in Natchitoches. There, a few clouds, puffy clouds there, but the bases are high and the high pressure in control aloft. Likewise, Leesville, a few cumulus clouds in that direction, but still mostly sunny, and it just looks hot. Temperature just turned to 97 degrees down from 98 that I saw earlier. Radar is still showing, once again, not a 0% day, folks, as we see showers and occasionally a thunderstorm or two, especially to the south of us. So right here, this is the most recent image right along I-10. So just to the west, Lafayette, some folks driving there, they ran into a thunderstorm for today. Certainly outflow boundaries. I'll put this in motion so you can see these outflow boundaries crawling along. This one moving northward through Beauregard Parish. Here's another one moving northward through South Rapides. But so far, neither has touched off any additional showers or thunderstorms. Remember, the high pressure, the heat dome, is overhead, and so it's any time a shower or thunderstorm wants to develop vertically, the high squashes it and keeps it from developing. But we did see a little bit take part here for today across the area. I estimate probably maybe 10% coverage here for today, and that's what's been in my forecast lately. Let's check things out on the national scale, where we see a boundary to the north of us, a little storm complex moving on the north side of that. Notice the difference in flow, southeast, northwest here, so there's a little contrast in wind direction there associated with this front. The high pressure is still pretty sprawling as it's out west. This is kind of on the west side of it, and you can kind of see it just was more working in that direction, clockwise rotation, therefore surface high in the Gulf of Mexico, keeping things quiet there tropically. All right, futurecast here for tomorrow morning as folks go back to work and school. No issues, a mostly clear start, but I think it'll be feeling like a sauna out there with humidity. Once we go into the 5 o'clock hour, there could still, once again, like today and yesterday, be some stray showers or even a thunderstorm in the forecast. Again, not a 0% day Wednesday either. And then back into Thursday, no issues there for your morning commute there. And for the day Thursday, once again, a very low rain chance, that we don't explicitly see it on the map there. Some of that could come in later in the evening hours. Wednesday's high temperatures, I'm going to do this city by city or parish by parish for you to illustrate that there will be some folks who are hotter than others for the day tomorrow. I'm looking for an average of 99 degrees. Typically, we see 94. So this is significantly hotter than a typical August day. And of course, once you add humidity, that is higher than it normally is in August. Those two together are bringing the heat index past 110, and I think the NWS was indicating some heat indices could reach 117 by sometimes in some of the hottest locations for tomorrow, with the added effect of humidity on top of the temperatures. Lowest temperature, I think, not on the map here, but I think it could, somebody could be lucky enough to get away with a 95-degree high. But I do think actual thermometer readings of 102 or 103 are possible in some of these locations that I've got to the north of us there, where I've got explicitly 100 or 100 plus in some of those places. And then heading to the south, probably around our southern parishes is where we'll see the lowest average maximum temperature. I've got 96 for Opelousas and 97 for Dritter. It will be an awfully hot day. Looking at the satellite imagery, of course, we do see Tropical Storm Ernesto, I'm sorry, a wrong year there across portions of the islands. Here's Puerto Rico. So it's just to the southeast of Puerto Rico. Cloud pattern getting better organized into convective clusters. little bit of banding features now and then. So again, this continues to strengthen and get better organized. Yesterday, I think at this time, it was a 40-mile-per-hour tropical storm. So Ernesto continues there just to the southeast of Puerto Rico, again with maximum sustained winds at 60 miles per hour, barometric pressure 1,001 millibars, and falling as the storm system intensifies. Then we see as the Cat 1, it's just to the north of Puerto Rico. So Puerto Rico will get some certainly some influence from that on the left side of the circulation. And then once we go into the forecast days, several days from now, we see that it continues to move to the northwest and kind of takes a northerly turn and then a northeasterly turn as a mid-latitude low pressure system, upper trough there across the United States. So we'll keep it kind of away from the East Coast, we hope and think. Category 2 hurricane is certainly not out of the question. In fact, I leave a little room, maybe, depending on how fertile conditions are in that particular area. They look pretty good with low shear and a lot of warm water. That could go into a lower end category 3, not out of the question there. And Bermuda is very much into the path of this here. So the island nation of Bermuda may take a direct hit from a hurricane with this situation, but again, staying safely, certainly out of the Gulf of Mexico and away from the East Coast of the United States so far. Anything crazy after 5 days? Not in this particular forecast. So if anything like that looks like it might happen and veer toward New England or something like that, I just think there's too much troughing for that option. But we'll keep you informed. As you know, these tropical systems don't care what us weather forecasters think. They have a mind of their own, it seems like. All right, let's go into something else with the 7-day forecast numbers here for you as we'll put a lid on this weathercast. 10% there for the next couple of days, not zero. Very hot, averaging 99. Now, the average low for this time of year is 72, so we're even above that. Even the nights are going to be warm. We get a little break Friday with a 98 and 20% for Saturday, Sunday, but we're back to 99, even 100 degrees as the heat dome continues to influence us. So the heat wins the forecast, this forecast, again. One of these days, though, it's going to change. And then Monday and Tuesday, I just don't see anything more than 10%. I'll tone it down to 74, 73, 98 for your highs. And I did put a little front row question mark. There's some indication that we may see a little frontal influence. And I think for this weekend and into early next week, there will be a little bit of a northerly flow pattern. And sometimes in a longer range, we can get surprised by those type patterns. We're several days away from that. So I am watching this to up the rain chances any one of the combination, maybe even all of these days, out of respect for this northerly flow pattern. Some of our computer model guidance is indicating that. AI products are indicating it. So yeah, right now, I'll go with the national blend of models and go with a 10% for Monday, Tuesday, 20 cents worth for Saturday and Sunday, with the hope that it could go a little bit higher in future forecasts. All right, thanks for being with me. I think Nick Mikulas, he's probably going to be with you in the morning if he possibly can, and I'll be with you again